Hi everyone. In this video, I'm going to review Microsoft fiscal year 2023 second quarter earnings results. I'm going to highlight the critical metrics that you need to know from this earnings report. So let's get right into it. Starting with overall revenue growth of just 2% in the second quarter to 52.7 billion. That's really slow revenue growth for a company like Microsoft that's accustomed to growing double-digit revenues on the top line. This revenue growth of 2% is like a mature consumer packaged goods company, and Microsoft is not that kind of company. It's an innovative tech stock. So the fact that it only grew 2% was just highlighting just how much it grew last year, right? So now this year, it's comparing to the boom times of 2022 and 2021, where growth was much faster when consumers were spending more time at home, building out their home offices, and buying Microsoft products and services. Diluted earnings per share of $2.20 was down 11% from the second quarter of 2022. Again, a letdown for Microsoft investors. Azure and other cloud services was the only bright spot, growing 31%, 38% if you look at it in constant currency, which was driven by consumption based services. Many enterprises are moving their IT to the cloud, and that's a boom for Azure, for Microsoft, and then AWS for Amazon, and then Google has its own cloud segment. So the cloud segments are growing rapidly. That was a bright spot for Microsoft here. Windows OEM revenue down 39% year over year. This is when companies like HP and Dell pay Microsoft to have Windows on the computers that they manufacture and sell, but because their sales are falling considerably, Windows sales are falling also, and that's expected to persist for all of fiscal 2023 as the industry expects PC unit sales to be extremely slow this year because, like I mentioned earlier, many people already upgraded their home offices. They bought the computers that they needed, and computers are updated maybe every 4 to 7 years, depending on which management or which forecasting firm you look at. And so, if you bought a computer in 2020 or 2021, you're probably not going to buy another one until 2025 or 2026. And so, this is going to be a headwind for Microsoft. It was a boom during 2020 and 2021, and now it's going to be a headwind. Okay, so that's something to keep in mind here. Gaming revenue was also down 13%. This is Xbox, the Xbox Live services, and all of those things. Of course, again, another industry where when we were spending more time at home, we were spending more time gaming. And now that away from home experiences and away from home entertainment is open again, now concerts and theme parks and movie theaters, that's a lot more popular instead of staying home and gaming. So that's another headwind for Microsoft here. For the third quarter, management forecasts revenue of 51 billion, which would be a paltry 3% growth year over year. So management expects these headwinds to persist throughout 2023, which is going to be slowing growth and slowing earnings for Microsoft in the near term. However, that said, it's easy to get caught up in these figures and think Microsoft prospects have diminished, but that's not the case. It's merely the fact that it's comparing against difficult comparisons last year and the year before that when sales boomed and people bought a lot of PCs and all of that, right? So, longer term, Microsoft prospects are still excellent. I would still say Microsoft is one of the stocks that I recommend as a buy. I would still recommend Microsoft stock as a buy, even after this quarter that was not. It was not really good, but nobody really expected this quarter to be really good. I certainly didn't expect this quarter or even the next quarter to be really good. However, I do expect Microsoft's long-term prospects to be excellent, and I'm taking advantage, I'm recommending to take advantage of these short-term headwinds to start positions in Microsoft stock for the long term. All right, that's all I've got for this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. I want to thank the Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/parkev for the 10 best stocks to buy now.